Yup, it's time for the 2023 NFL head coaching rankings, of course, tier rankings. But yeah, the head coach obviously is a big part of the team because, I mean, if you have a bad head coach, you can sound like the Broncos last year. But yeah, I'm going through every single head coach, even ranking the guys that haven't been a head coach yet. They should be really fun. Let's get right into it. Here we go. And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the NFL. Of course, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2023 NFL coach tier rankings, of course. Thank you, whoever made this, because it makes my job a lot easier. I don't have to go through all the teams to get all these coaches. But either way, yeah, we're not doing all the offensive, defensive coordinators. And I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit of watered down. Right? Not a little bit watered down, but there's a lot of good guys there right now. So that would take a while to get through. But I'm just going to go through the head coaches because, I mean, yeah, let's get right into it, though, of course. This should be really fun, and yeah, something is in order, but I'm fine with that. Let's just get right into it. Alright, starting off with Sean McDermott. I'll put Sean in A tier because ever since he's gone to the Bills, they've been winning football games, and he's part of the reason Josh Allen was developed. Of course, there's a lot of other stuff you could say about him. The fact that, yeah, he isn't the best game manager. His defense isn't always the most clutch, per se. And yeah, ever since 2021, 2022, they've been really good. But then again, 2020, which was when their offense was really in their best form, they just were terrible. Like, their defense was really bad. Their run defense has never been, like, that elite. It's been good, though. But yeah, back to, like, Sean McDermott, though, again, they don't run the ball enough. That's his part of it. I don't think he's the most stubborn coach, but I do think he likes the way he runs things. I do think he could run things a little better, though. But yeah, he's still one of the better coaches in the league, and they've won 3 straight division titles. Like, he figures things out. They get through adversity. They know what they're doing. Mike McDaniel going B tier is a very interesting coach. I do like the fact that, again, he does win games, obviously. We saw that last year, but again, he really turned Tua around. Again, he's an offensive mastermind. I will give him that title because he turned Tua around. But not only that, though, he knows what the heck he's doing, which some of these other guys don't, so keep that in mind, too. But, I don't know if he's going to win games with another quarterback. He needs a guy who can make the throws he's asked to, which isn't always a bad thing, but if he doesn't have a good quarterback, it doesn't seem like he'll be able to do a lot, and his defense is not good, which is partly his fault, too. And, like, the effort and overall, like, there's a little quite sketchy stuff there. But, again, weird dude, but he knows he's, again, really smart coach. Bill Belichick, in my opinion, is still the best coach in the league for one reason and one reason only. He has 6 Super Bowl titles. No coach can even sniff that. I mean, that's kind of like, that's really about it. Like, he's the best coach ever. Give me another, like, maybe Don Shula, but that's about it. Like, you can't, give me another coach who's won 6 Super Bowls. That's all I'm going to say. Again, is he the most, I don't even know how to put, is he, like, the best coach right now? Maybe not, but I'm still going to put him at 1 because it's Bill Belichick and he gets his defense. So, yeah. Robert Saleh's going to go in C tier. It's pretty simple why. The Jets kind of stunk the past years. Again, I get the fact that his defense has played really well, which is good. But, again, we saw always the coaches that usually get fired, the ones that usually have a good defense, but their offense sucks. So, he's got to figure that out for sure. Again, he's got the right guys to do it, Nathaniel Hackett. He doesn't care about the offense. He lets them do their thing, which is good. But if this team's really going to be good, like, they got to start winning games. Like, again, I get the fact that they lost, but again, they collapsed, too. That's just not all on the team. It's also on him because, like, he didn't really prove to himself that they can actually come back from that, which they obviously didn't. John Harbaugh's in B tier. He's a good coach. I just don't think his game management is as good as people might give him credit for. He usually, again, he's a really good coach. I want to put him in A tier. I'll keep him in A tier because, again, they ain't the playoffs last year. But yeah, John Harbaugh obviously won a Super Bowl. He's been a really good coach in the league. I went to coach a year back in 2019, but it seems his clock managing skills aren't very good, but again, last season it was better, which is good. Again, he cost the Ravens a season a couple years ago. But either way, yeah, I'll probably keep him in A tier. His defense isn't the best, but it's okay. Zach Taylor's going to go in A tier. I mean, yeah, once you got a quarterback, you saw what he could do. Like, yeah, he's really good. Okay, this is a tough one. This has to be Kevin Stefanski. I forget him. He goes in C tier. Kevin, the past 2 seasons, I mean, the teams have been mid. He hasn't really been a big part of it per se, but he definitely hasn't been the best like leader of the team for sure. Because like I don't know, the mentality of this Browns team just seems a little all over the place, and especially since they didn't fire Joe Woods earlier, he didn't really compensate for that either. Of course, it's been better with since the Browns have gotten him as a head coach, but he's just I don't know. He just last season just wasn't that crazy. I'll put him in C tier. I think he's a decent coach, but he's I don't know. He's just like not that crazy. He's not a bad coach though. Mike Tomlin's going to go in S tier. I mean, he's never had a losing season. Like, that's all I really need to say. And, yeah, I don't know how the heck they got the above 500 last year. Sean Payton's A tier. The reason he's not in S tier is because he hasn't proven himself with the Broncos, and I don't know how much that locker room trusts him right now. Andy Reid, you could say he's the best coach in the league right now, which is pretty much kind of basically true, except the fact that Bill Belichick is just more pedigree. That's really the difference between those two guys. Again, right now, Andy Reid's probably better, but I just can't put him there right now. Because it's Bill Belichick still in the league. Josh McDaniels in F tier. I think he's one of the worst coaches in the league. I think he sucks. Yeah, it's kind of like he's just a bad coach. Again, he might have a good offense once in a while, but he's not good. Brandon Staley's going in D tier. Please come back to the Rams as like a defensive coach or something, because we had a really good defense when you were a DC. Again, we still want Raheem Morris too, but yeah, he's a terror. He's just not a very good coach. I don't know what the hell he's trying to do there, but his defense, which is supposed to be good, is bad. Like, you come back to the Rams, please, something like that. D'Amico Ryans, I really don't know, but I'll put him in C tier. B tier. I think honestly this defense will be good this year because of him, which means the offense won't have as much pressure on them, but they'll still have to be good. I just think he brings a good mentality. He's kind of a player's coach. You saw what that defense did as his when he was there. Again, they lost Robert Saleh in 2020, and I really didn't know what to expect from him, but he was a really good DC the 2 years he was there. Shane Steichen's gonna go in D tier. I don't think he knows exactly what he's doing, but the good thing about him is he is an offensive guy, so maybe he can make this offense somewhat competent. Again, kind of like the 2018 Bills offense, which was pretty bad, but at least it showed something, which I think is what this offense is going to do. Of course, without JT, it's going to be a little bit of an issue with them, but I think this defense will be decent too, so I think he'll be able to figure it out, even if the team's terrible. What is it called? How did I literally forget his name? Like, this is so bad. Doug Peterson, my bad. Of course, he didn't want to be in Philadelphia, which I guess isn't good, but since he turned the Jaguars' whole organization around, I really want to see if he can take a next step, maybe even get to the AFC Championship. He does that, he'll go in A tier. Of course, he has that Super Bowl. He's a good head coach when he wants to be done in place. Mike Vrabel's in A tier. You can honestly put him in F tier if you want. He's just a really good player. Because again, they collapsed last season, but they collapsed the year before too. Andrews really screwed the Titans last season, but he actually has guys now, which is good. So let's see if they can really take a step up. I do think they need to diversify their offense though, which isn't all on him, but he definitely could be better with that group. Mike McCarthy's in C tier. I think he's a decent coach, but again, a lot of it is based on the team. Again, he is a good guy, like he knows what he's doing, but Dan Quinn really does carry him a lot. Kellen Moore was a really good OC there. I don't know how good of an actual coach he is, but when he does have a good quarterback, he does win games, and he knows how to manage a clock in a good way. I guess they don't blow games like they did, I guess, but the last 2 seasons they won 12+ games. He knows how to win. Like we've seen that in his career. Brian Daboll's A tier. He won Coach of the Year. He turned the Giants season around. I don't really care what else to say. Like, the Giants should have sucked last year, and he made them good. Will he be best tier? We'll see. I mean, they won the division, make some noise in the playoffs, which is definitely not going to happen. But if it does, yeah, he'll go there. Nick Sirianni's S tier. He just knows how to coach. I don't know how to put it. Like, he's perfect for that Philly team, of course. Just the attitude he has and just the way he's been able to bring that team together is just better than anything I've seen in a long time. So, yeah, he was the perfect guy for the Eagles. Again, it was 1 season, but he was good in 2021 too. Ron Rivera, C tier. I'm not going to put him in D tier, but he's definitely a coach who definitely could change his ways for sure. He just got to be a little more on top of things, I think. But as like a defensive guy, I think he's fine. He definitely turned the group around. Matt Eberflus, it's really hard to grade him, so I'll put him in C tier. I mean, the team was horrible last year, but he didn't really have a ton to do with that. Like, yeah. Dan Campbell's going to go in B tier. I think he's a good coach, but he still hasn't won anything yet. If he can prove himself, he will go in A tier. Matt LaFleur's probably going to go in B tier. Again, the record speaks for itself, and I do think he is a pretty flexible and smart coach at times, but he's also pretty stubborn. But the Packers were never really bad. They were never really bad last year. Were they ever good? Not really, but again, and we'll see what he can do with we'll see what he can do with Jordan Love this year, but I think he's a good coach. This is what's called Kevin O'Connell. He'll go in B tier too. Again, there's something that speaks for winning close games. Again, there's a little bit of luck, but he did know what he was doing. Again, he really needs to figure out that freaking defense though, because if they're gonna win any games, he's gotta help that defense out for sure. Rich Gannon's gonna go in F tier. What the hell? Like again, he hasn't coached yet, but like, yeah, that's all I'll say. Sean McVay's S tier. Again, outside of last season where it was just a complete mess. He had 5 straight seasons where the Rams won at least, 9 games. They had a winning record every year. They didn't have a point where they had a losing record. Again, it was awesome. They rebuilt quickly. Sean McVay can get back to what he's doing. He's always been able to adjust. Interesting to see what he can do this year. Kyle Shanahan, top of A tier. I don't care how good of an offensive genius he is. Here's the difference between him and Nick Sirianni. He actually wins conference championships. Kyle Shanahan's blown it every single time. We saw again, part of 28-3-2. Again, if he had a ring, he'd be better than Sean McVay. He's not better than Sean McVay, though, because in my opinion, simply, he does not have he just hasn't been able to win. Like, doesn't have those guts that I think that you need. Like, you need to be that good. Like, Kyle Shanahan, just what the hell? That's all I'll say. But, yeah, he's a great coach. Like, awesome. Pete Carroll's also A tier. He's not an S tier, in my opinion. I just don't think he, like, the team, like, again, he's a great coach, but I just don't know if he, like, has the, again, he's won a lot of games, but I don't know. This is just tough for me. I might put him in S tier, but I'll have to keep him top of A tier. Arthur Smith's gonna go in C tier. Like, the teams have been meh. Again, people do give him a little more credit, which I'm good with, but I just don't think he's the best coach. Like, yeah. Frank Wright's gonna go in C tier. Again, kind of like Doug Peterson didn't really want to be there, but I do think he'll do a similar thing to what he did. To what Doug Peterson did last year. Honestly, probably could have took a year off, but I think he did a refresh after that disaster start with the Colts. Dennis Allen's going to go in D tier. The only good thing about him is the fact that he does know how to run defense, which does help out the team a lot. Offensively, he leads it to the what is it called? Scott Van Pelt, I think, or whatever, some other dude. But yeah, he does know what he's doing with that group. But outside of that, he's a bad coach. Ted Bowles is F tier. Great defensive coordinator, but every team he's on, the team just sucks. That's how I'll put it. Like, it's kind of like Hugh Jackson, just less worse. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the 2023 NFL coach tierings. Again, there's a lot more bad coaches in the league than some of the other player positions. But yeah, got a lot of guys in A tier. Again, very borderline. You could definitely put Kyle Shanahan in S tier if you wanted. But again, I'm not. I just don't like him. Pete Carroll, again, yeah, it's him. So yeah, that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, see you for the division rankings later.
Good. Very terse in that building.
Mahomes down the field. Yes, and he's up and in. Bouncing off the ground for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill
is only this guy, I think. I mean, maybe I'm trying to think of somebody else. You're about to get hit. You're throwing it 50, 60 yards down the field in the only spot. Harris can't touch it, only Hill, and use his speed. Was he touched, Jim, or was it a touchdown?